From the outside looking in, Mica and JP Miller's marriage was ideal, but according to her friends, things were not as they appeared. Mica's closest friends stated the marriage began deteriorating about 2 years ago, but most of them were unaware of how bad things had gotten until the fall of 2023. Around this time, JP reportedly read an apology letter to church board members, explaining that the couple had separated and admitting that he had been exchanging text messages with the daughter of a couple who were members of the church. Several friends began feeling uncomfortable with the strange and new tone of his weekly sermons and left the church. When Mica realized her friends no longer belonged to the church, she began opening up to them. According to them, what Mica was experiencing was alarming. She was, as court documents supplied by her family attested to, terrified. Friends say Mica told them her husband was addicted to Smex. They say he required her to have Smex with him 3-5 times a day. At night, when she refused to comply, they claim he kept her awake by blaring loud music in her ears and throwing water on her as she drifted off to sleep. When Mica couldn't meet his demands, he allegedly began forcing her to take testosterone shots to increase her drive. He also allegedly began engaging in other methods of gratification, which dehumanized Mica. Mica had been preparing to leave her husband and was carefully documenting evidence. But before she could do anything with the information she gathered, JP had her involuntarily committed to a center for mental health. Upon her release in February 2024, staff informed Mica that her husband had taken her belongings. JP had allegedly left her there with no identification, no wallet, and no car. Mica filed a police report, and JP claimed he had taken the vehicle to ensure she didn't sell it during one of her alleged mental health episodes. As the couple was still legally married and the vehicle was marital property, the officer found no criminal offense had been committed. Shortly thereafter, Mica moved in with a friend and her father helped her get a new car. She managed to get her ID back from JP, but the problems didn't end there. A trail of incident reports documented an ongoing campaign of harassment, corroborating what Mica's friends say they witnessed in her final months. One of her closest friends recalled a haunting conversation with Mica in the midst of her final attempt to escape her marriage. "My husband's gonna try to find me," Mica said during the late-night call, according to her friend. "He's gonna say I blanked myself, telling the whole church, every sermon, every opportunity he gets that I have a mental illness. You know, he told me I will never leave him," Mica continued, according to her friend. "He said there's nowhere you can go that I can't find you." "She said I'm genuinely scared," the friend recalled. "I think I know too much," Mica told her friend, "and that's why he wants to keep me quiet. That's why he wants to shut me up."